Good morning. This adventure is starting out pretty amazing. I am in the jungles of Camiguin, following a couple of local friends into the woods to find a hidden waterfall. I just arrived last night, but this is already off to an amazing start. Took a motorbike about 30 minutes from the central part of the island to get out here. And now, make sure I go the right way. Off to see waterfalls. This is going to be a great few days here on Camiguin Island. What a start. Let's go to the waterfalls. Camiguin, an island province just 6 miles off the northern coast of Mindanao, and probably the most well-preserved island I'll visit on my entire trip. Someone on Instagram said I had to come see this place for myself, so I rescheduled some plans and took a ferry over from Bohol. It's a hidden spot, not open to the public, so I'm not going to give you the name, but if you cruise around with local friends, you'll find it. You got to go deep into the jungle to get here, but man, is it worth it. This place is pristine, a little pool right here, double waterfalls, absolutely beautiful. What a start. An amazing start to this trip. I'm gonna go for a swim. My first few hours on the island is a tale of two waterfalls, a beautiful hidden gem high up in the palm-covered mountains, and a more popular local attraction close by. Tuasan. Whoa, look at everybody here. This is the party place to be today. The next waterfall location right down the street from our hidden waterfall is a lot busier. A lot more people. Hi everybody. Hello, hello. Hello. All right. Hi Gareth. Tuasan Falls used to take a 30-minute hike to get to, but for better or worse, the local government has recently constructed a road leading right up to it. That means easy access to this iconic Filipino blue and teal-colored water. Oh yeah, cheers. It's a little dip in the waterfall. Oh, it is fresh coconut time. That is delicious.
Oh, no.
After you can use the machete. I want
Juice in here. Alright, let's keep moving. Straight from the waterfall, we dry off and make our way to the old Spanish church ruins. A brief history lesson: Magellan and Miguel Lopez established Spanish settlements in the 1500s, but a massive volcanic eruption by the island's Mount Volcan in 1871 destroyed it all. There's the bell tower, which once was the bell tower. There's the part of the church. With an island of 7 volcanoes, it's amazing to see these walls still standing almost 500 years later. And just offshore from the ruins rests an underwater cemetery that sunk along with the city center at the same time. And you can actually dive in and see all of the gravestones still in place. We decide to pass on that and stop for lunch instead. I'll take the fishes also. Mackerel. Is it? Alright, after a delicious lunch, time to jump back on the bikes, and we're heading to White Beach. Let's go. Oh, don't get hit by a car first.
Wala dyan doon, 1,000.
White Island, that's where we're heading. Thank you. Heading out to White Beach now. We just got down to the port, got a few snacks. Just gonna wait for a ride. Hello. Now, out of all the sandbars I've seen on this Philippines trip, from the Virgin Island of Bohol to the Manhuyad sandbar of Dumaguete, this spot would be my favorite. The small stretch of incredibly white sand is just a 10-minute boat ride from shore. You can rent a boat and umbrella for a few hours and just relax with an absolutely stunning view back at the volcanoes of Camiguin. Oh, ho, ho! Made it! White beach. Oh my God, this water. Place is one of the best beaches I've ever seen in my entire world. Just a little sandy patch out in the middle of the water off of Camiguin Island. Sun is shining. It is beautiful. Boys just taking some photos, just hanging out in an umbrella for the afternoon. Oh, this couldn't get better. After an amazing afternoon out on White Island, we came back into this mainland. We're gonna have a quick snack, some donuts. We got some sweet potatoes, got some fish, got some bananas, some empanadas, and then we're off to the hot springs. This is just an action-packed day of adventure. Can't get any better. Day one in Camiguin. Awesome. Let's go. Hot springs. Our final stop on day one is the Ardent hot springs, located back up into the mountainside of the Hibok volcano. All right. It's a great little campus here. All the different pools. They start out really hot down there. They get cooler, but they're big. Pools all the way up there. The water comes right out of the forest with the hottest temperature just above 40 degrees Celsius. It's then mixed with some colder water and guided into 4 separate pools. It's one of the coolest hot spring setups I've ever seen, and a great way to finish out an adventurous day. Day 2 on Camiguin, and I get a peek into the conservation efforts of the island. It starts with a walk through Katunggan Mangrove Park, where locals are planting black mangroves to protect the shoreline and also provide a natural fish sanctuary. Walking around, this is the mangrove park. This is where fish come to lay their eggs naturally. It's amazing trees. All these little stubs in the water that you can see are all planted trees trying to grow up this area so you can be a natural fish hatchery. It's a ton of fish everywhere. Little schools of fish, colorful fish right down here. Saw a snake. It's a nice little oasis, a lot of shade. And these actually little cabanas here, people rent those out on the weekends. They come, you can have picnics. It's a beautiful little spot, a good escape from all the sunshine here on the island. Good start to day 2. Now, I know this doesn't seem like much, but as the Philippines' popularity grows, so does the importance of protecting its natural resources. Next up, giant clams. Our next stop is the Giant Clam Sanctuary just down the road. It's one of the more unlikely sanctuaries I think of, but these clams, as we learned from our adolescent guide, are a vital part of the ocean's ecosystem and are quickly becoming endangered due to the popularity of their meat and decorative shells. Giant Clam Park, that was actually very interesting. 2 young boys knew a lot about clams. I didn't realize they don't have eyes. I didn't realize they're just an anus and a mouth. I didn't realize they grow that big. They produce their own food. Lots of information this morning here at the Giant Clam Park. I like it. Just kids learning about clams. We have just arrived in Mantigue. Well, not in Mantigue yet. We're at the ferry station where we launched to go to Mantigue. A bunch of boats lined up. How much was it total for the boat? 600 for the boat. So we are going to load up right now, the 4 of us, and we're going to go out and see Mantigue. First, we're going to get some snacks, and then we're ready. Because I added Camiguin on last minute, I only have time for one last excursion before I board a flight to Siargao. So we decided to go experience another offshore paradise known as Mantigue Island. Declared a marine sanctuary, I'm told it's another great dive site in the Philippines. But today, I decided to just hang out on land and swim around a bit. We made it. Here we are, hanging out under a beautiful tree, having some beers, relaxing. And look at that, the island just in the distance. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful day here. Unbelievable. Island Park. There's a nice little picnic area, and you can rent kayaks and stand-up paddleboards. But my highlight here was just finding a few guys to shoot hoops with on the backside of this little makeshift village. Overall, I think Camiguin is a great example of this country all in one place. History, nature, tourism, and community. It's a place that I could easily explore again and again. And I'm so glad I was convinced to change my plans for it, even if it was only a few days. There's still a lot of foreigners here, happy, watching, having a good time. Everybody's having fun. Mango floats for everybody. It's a long waiting game, but let me tell you, it's worth it. Ramen's Grill, where you should go when you come to Siargao.